Hey there, it's me, Barb. How you all doing? We're back. Oh, it's Crumbl Cookie time. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, someone had said that they were wondering how good the cookies would be this week because last week was such a wild week. I mean, that was a lot of work for Crumbl to do with all those featured, the 10 featured peanut butter cookies. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? I hope you had a good time. I know some people were like, oh, shucks, I didn't get the one I wanted. But then, you know, I didn't get the Reese's Cup, but I got a couple others that I was like, oh, I didn't know that was that good. So that Nutty Buddy, the Muddy Buddies. Ooh, I love that cookie. Anyway, we're here today, and this is Crumbl Cookie time. Well, you know, let's just do this all right, okay? So let's start. You join in if you feel like it. Ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Crumbl Cookies, Crumbl Cookies. Warm and delicious, soft and sweet. Crumbl Cookies, Crumbl Cookies. Oh, what a treat. They can't be beat. I'm singing. Oh, what a treat. They can't be beat. Ba-dum-bum. Whoa, one flew right back at me. Little boomerang in there. How y'all doing? This is going to be a good week, you guys. I tell you, I was kind of wondering too if this would be a week. Not that Crumbl has very many weeks. I think since I've been doing it since January, there was only 1 week that I kind of thought, oh, that's a little weak. But I think it's just all about preference, you know. It was a week that there was no chocolate. So that's on me, right? I know it. But other people who love their sugar cookies are like, yay. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you what we have. We've got 5 cookies that we're going to go over. Those are the featured cookies. Of course, they always have the milk chocolate cookie, chocolate chip cookie, and that's filled with milk chocolate chips. But here we go. The first one is well, let me just kind of give you a quick preview. I got somebody blowing here, and I'm not going to move my car because I'm on a roll now. But we've got the, oh, goodness. Here's the chocolate crumb cake featuring Oreo. It's a warm cookie. The Maple Glaze. Oh, it's a warm cookie, and it's a new cookie. I'm excited about this one. I'm telling you, we all have biases. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some big, magnificent reviewer that knows everything. And that's just a facade. That's just an illusion in life anyway. We all have biases. Anyway, onward we go. Oatmeal Chocolate Chip. I love oatmeal. And last week, I was doing the, what cookie was I doing? The peanut butter bar. And I didn't mention that had oatmeal in it. I love that cookie with the oatmeal in it for the peanut butter. And then, this is the Chocolate Mallow Cupcake. Whoa. And then look at this. Now, this shows you that this fruit is real on top. Because look at that raspberry is starting to blend. And that's my fault because I was tipping it. So, can you see that? Oh, it's a pretty cookie. Oh, it's a beautiful cookie. Little fruit pizza is what they said. And, I've never had a fruit pizza, but, ooh, I would love to have one. There's so many things. I've never had one of those big chocolate pizzas either now. I don't know who has those, but, woo, would this girl be happy. Anyway, we're going to have fun today. Well, I'm going to have fun. I don't know about you. Oh, goodness. Some people go, oh, God, I can't take her. Early in the morning, I'm a hard dose to take. Well, when I was growing up, I hated the mornings. I slept in forever, but then I stayed up so late. Well, then I had so many jobs where I had to be there early. And, of course, I wanted to me, on time is 15 minutes early. And so then I would come early, so, I was really early. But anyway, because there was just so much work to do that I just had to get there. I couldn't understand how everyone got their work done. I never have. I've always been slow when it comes to getting things done. Or maybe I'm just nitpicky. I'm real detailed. But anyway, all those years of having to go to work early got me trained because I get up extra early so I'd have energy when I started the day. And so by the time everybody came, I was flying. They were like, woo, what happened to Roger Rabbit? Or the Road Runner. Oh, That cartoon, my brother loved the Roadrunner. I was not a Roadrunner person. I couldn't take that cartoon. It was just too crazy for me. Now, my favorite was Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's my favorite. Some people say, who's your favorite hero? I always say Casper the Friendly Ghost. And they say, that's not a hero. I'm like, well, why isn't he? He's my hero. Anyway, okay, I know, I diverge, I digress wherever I go. So let's get hopping. Let's get hopping. Okay, I moved back a little bit because I watched one of my videos the other day because Ann had asked me to, and I was like, oh my gosh, how do people take me talking with them with my head so close to the screen? So I've moved back a little bit. This is as far back as I can go. And then I tend to come close to the screen. Anyway, so, help you all. Just thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And feel free to subscribe. It's free. Okay, let's get on with it. And I'm going to timestamp this stuff under descriptions, that little arrow underneath the video on the right-hand side. Just push that and you'll see the timestamps if you really want to know. I suppose I could put it in comments, too, on the top. I could pin it. Well, anyway, that's my stuff I got to process in my old noggin head. Okay, let's go with the first one. Should we do... I told myself I wasn't going to do this one first, but I'm going to do it. I break my own rules. If I make a list of things to do, you better be sure I'm not going to do anything on that list. I'll be productive, but I'll do something else. So I told myself I would start with the Maple Glaze, but I'm going to start with the chocolate crumb cake featuring Oreo. Oh, Mary, you were saying just the other day, was it, I don't know, just a couple days ago, you were saying how you really wanted them to have the Oreo cookie back. I hope this is the one you're talking about. It's the chocolate crumb cake featuring Oreo, and it's a warm cookie. Oh, you all, it's a beautiful cookie. The crumbs get everywhere, but who cares? This is pretty. Look at that. Okay, let's talk about it. They're saying a rich Oreo-filled chocolate cookie topped with smooth vanilla cream cheese frosting and a sprinkle of Oreo crumbs. Oh, this should be wild. Now, should I be fancy-pantsy? I guess I feel like it. I never know what I'm going to do, so I try to have everything on the ready. I'm going to set it on my little tray. I just feel like if I break this one up, the crumbs are going to get everywhere. I'm going to press it. See, this one's super easy to press. Most of them are. That one I did the other day. Should I do another one, another cut? Let's do another cut. I have to say, I kind of made fun of this little cutter before, but I really think it's kind of cool, especially if you have people over or you're at the office and you know, there's people that want to try it, but they don't want a whole big piece. So, so that's really nice. They have all these little pieces. Now, they do catering and they have small little cookies. I think they know that if they sell those, retail to people, that's what we'd buy. That's what I would buy. Okay. Let me take this one because this one's really cute. This little nougat. Oh, it's falling apart in my hands. Oh, people. Let me show you. Oh my gosh. This may not have been a good idea. Okay. Look at how rich that chocolate looks, how beautiful it looks. Oh, and it's stuffed. It says it's filled with chocolate cookie. I am so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. You all ready? Okay. I'm going to take a bite, right? I'm so excited. I tell myself, okay, this time I'm not going to get excited. I'm not going to get out of hand when I do this video. And sure enough, here I go, flying on the Crumbl Cookie plane. Crumbl Cookie Cruiser. How about that? The Crumbl Cookie Cruiser. That's what I'm flying on. Okay, let's go. Or riding on. I don't know. I'm flying. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It is a messy cookie. Okay. The chocolate inner part tastes like Oreo. But a soft, creamy, a soft, gooey kind of Oreo. So that's really nice. The top, the cream cheese frosting. Now, I love their cream cheese frosting. However, it doesn't taste like Oreo. Oreo is a different kind of frosting. And I think, they're frosting, some of them are a little artificial flavoring. So if they could get those plain vanilla ones, less artificial tasting, it would have fit good with this. But it's like the cream cheese is fighting the Oreo. It's almost taking over the Oreo taste. Now let me tell you, it's a fun cookie. There's no doubt about it. You taste the cream cheese frosting, which is wonderful. It's a wonderful frosting. You taste it and it overpowers the Oreo cookie. But then the Oreo cookie comes out at the end. So it's just interesting. It's not the total taste of an Oreo that you would assume, but it's a good cookie. It's an 8 or a 9. I'm afraid I have to give it an 8, 8.5 because that frosting fights with it. I mean, they're featuring Oreo, so I'm sure they have some kind of contract with Oreo. There is no doubt that you taste the Oreo. It's just that vanilla in an Oreo is not what the thing tastes like. Well, you know, this is a little tricky. Now that I did this, I don't think I can cut the other ones on here because I should have brought 10 plates or whatever. Okay. Well, anyway. You know, I don't know if you all have seen this cookie cutter. See, it's got the little logo. Apparently, they're getting a whole bunch of merch. Well, other people are getting it. One of my viewers said, Crumbl, give Barbara some merch. Oh, Crumbl. You know I'm going to love you regardless. It's all right. You know. Anyway. Okay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And listen, businesses, you contact me from the business Gmail. Alrighty. Because a lot of things I just don't trust on that internet. I'll go, oh my goodness, I'm getting a package. And Penny will go, no, that's a scam. Everything I think I'm going to open, she goes, that's a scam. Oh, that's just so wrong. I mean, people, if you want to steal from people who have money and have insurance. Don't steal from people who don't have any money. Like, you know, that's just not nice. Anyway, so Mary, they do have the Oreo. So I'm curious what you think. So please let me know. And all of you let me know what you think. Okay, let's go on to the second one. Woo! I'm already so excited. The Maple Glaze. Now, this is a new cookie. It's a warm cookie. Come here, my little Maple Glazed. Oh, before I move on. But the kid'll eat the middle of an Oreo first and save the chocolate cookie outside for last. Well, to do it, you unscrew it very fast. 'Cause a kid'll eat the middle of an Oreo first and save the chocolate cookie outside for last. Thank you. I used to sing that little commercial all the time. I don't think that's really how it goes, but that's how I remembered it. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Now we move on. We move on to Vermont, New England, the Maple Glazed. Oh, I love New England. If you haven't been to New England, try to go sometime. It's just beautiful country. I was up in Maine for 3 summers at Camp Sebago, Sebago Lake, off of Portland, Maine. Oh, what wonderful memories. I got to tell you all about that. Okay, let's just show you. Oh, this... Oh, this cookie smells so good. If you just need a pick-me-up, get this cookie just to smell it. It's worth the money just to smell the friggin' cookie. You smell the maple. You smell some cinnamon. Oh, maple is one of my favorite flavors to taste. So, you know, I hopefully we're going to be happy with this little puppy. So this is the cookie. It's, they say, a cookie bursting with brown sugar flavor and drizzled with a sweet maple glaze. Ooh, purty cookie. Purty. I'm excited. Hey, take a bite, right? Okay, here we go. I'm stinking down because I think my glasses reflect. I'll be down here eating. Oh, maybe I should take off my glasses. Okay, one, really, take a bite, right? Oh, you all. Oh, you all. Look at that little puppy. Oh, now, some of you will say, I know some reviewers are going to say it was way too sugary, too much brown sugar. I don't think there's too much brown sugar in the world. I'll tell you a secret. When I was a kid, I had such a sweet tooth, and sometimes I go, oh, I just want something sweet. And when people weren't home or they weren't in the kitchen, I'd go in the kitchen and go in the bottom cupboard, and I'd pull out the brown sugar, and I'd just take a pinch, put it in my mouth. That's when I'm really desperate. But brown sugar, do you know that Vermont, well, it's not just Vermont, it's in New England, that maple sugar candy, oh, that is one of my favorite things in the world. Maple sugar, you know, those maple leaves, oh, that are like that big, and then the little ones. Oh, I love to get myself a little during Christmas time. I always hope Penny will, but she's a big present person. I just give me that maple sugar candy. Oh, I love that maple sugar. Anyway, I digress again. I don't know if I'm digressing. I told Penny says, Barbara, the word is digress, because I always say diverge, but I really feel like it's not digressing. I mean, some people will think that. It's really diverging, because I'm going somewhere else. She says, you know, you're kind of right. She says, you are right. Okay, let me just lick this icing, because I'm just loving it. Oh, I would love more icing and less brown sugar. I don't know if I like less brown sugar. Okay, oh, did you guys see? My little earrings, milk, and a cookie. Little cookie earrings. I don't know if you can see the cookie on it. It's very small. I keep looking for cookie earrings. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see the little cookie? Little cookie. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, it's a little chocolate chip cookie on my milk. Anyway, let's take another bite, right? Because I was so excited about it. I can't even really be, you know, I got to be true. Okay. Okay. 8.5, maybe a 9. That dough in there is underdone a little bit. And that's kind of a trademark, a little bit of Crumbl. More than one person says it. I've heard other people say it too. It's all the brown sugar on top that makes it so sweet. And some people say Crumbl has really sweet cookies. This is a very sweet cookie. I like a sweet cookie if it's the flavor I like. And I like the maple and the brown sugar. So you take that bite and you get the brown sugar overload, and then you get the little maple, and then you get the cookie part. Let me just taste part of the cookie. The cookie part doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's almost like it'd be cool if it had some cinnamon flavor in it. It is a fun cookie. I like this cookie. I couldn't give it a 10 though, and I don't know why. I guess I do know why. It's a little underdone. The cookie part isn't the amazing taste. You know how, like on the last cookie, the cookie part was the amazing taste on the Oreo. It really tasted like a fudgy Oreo. On here, it's like the real taste of the maple is the glaze and then the brown sugar on top. So you get that crunch, a little light crunch, the maple icing, which is divine, and then you get the cookie that tastes a little plain. But I like this cookie. I think you're gonna really like it. So I'm gonna have to give it, what am I gonna give it? An 8 or an 8.5? I'm thinking I'm going to give it an 8, which surprises me because I was really looking forward to this cookie. So anyway, maple. Oh, isn't maple the most amazing thing that it comes out of the trees? And I just would love to go to Vermont and see how they make it. How they do it. It's kind of like honey, you know. Oh, I was never a honey person, but I am now. Ooh, honey. But anyway, I worked at Camp Sebago, and let me tell you, I was living in New York City. And I'd been doing theater, and I'd just done a little bit things on television, and I just wasn't happy. And a friend of mine had stopped me in the hallway. This was before I started doing a little titch at television, and such a titch you couldn't even see it. I'd go into the vapors. But anyway, and she said, "Are you happy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm happy," you know. And then all of a sudden, tears came down my eyes, and I thought. So I did a lot of reflection, a lot of crying, and decided that maybe this wasn't the place for me to be. Because, it's hard to have relationships when you live in New York City and you're an actress because you're away for a couple months and then you come back and then they go away and whatever. But anyway, and I was like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? And all my friends were saying, Barbara, everyone comes to your room or the apartment when I lived in the apartment. They always come to talk to you about their problems, or they always say, be a counselor, be a social worker, do something like that. So before then, I wasn't sure what to do next. So I thought, what do I love? And I thought, I love camping. I hadn't been camping in years. So I said, I went to American Camping Association. It was on 5th Avenue then. I went there, and this is a funny thing. And I just said, okay, where are places I've always wanted to live or be? And Maine was one of them. And so I applied, and I applied to places in New England. I applied in Hawaii and I think Alaska. And Hawaii I got answers from too. But they all wanted me to be a theater specialist at a theater camp. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get away from all that and do something, in the woods and with, camp. And so anyway, so this one Camp Sebago had said, would you like to come and be a camp? And I just wanted to do something simple, like be a camp counselor. And so they had offered me a camp counselor job. I was excited. I had never been to Maine. I mean, I'd been to Maine, I think. I don't know if I had it or not. But I'd always wanted to be. I wanted to be at Maine since I was like 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know. One of my good friends, Kelly Irvin, when I was a little kid out in Sylvan Lake, she had a house off of Sylvan Lake in Michigan. And she was just a good friend, and when she moved to Maine, and I always thought, I want to go to Maine. And I don't even know if it was really because of Kelly. I just had been drawn to Maine. So anyway, you know how you get that. And so if you've ever been drawn somewhere and you haven't been, why don't you tell me in the comments? I'd like to know. Anyway, so this is funny. So so they picked me up at the airport, and we're in some kind of, I think it was a station wagon or something back then. And a couple of people in the car, and this person turns to me and says, now, the Salvation Army is a church. And I was like, huh, what? She says, the Salvation Army is a church. I didn't know the Salvation Army was a church. And this camp was a Salvation Army camp. and I was like, oh, no. And I had been going to some churches in New York City, in Manhattan, but anyway, and she's like, oh yeah, we're a church. And I was like, oh, I in my mind, I'm going, I got a lot to learn. Anyway, it was a wonderful summer. I was a camp counselor for the teenagers, and then the very last session, I was for the little ones, the 6 and 7-year-olds. Oh, I felt like a little mother hen, little chicks following me. Someone called me the Pied Piper. Oh, I loved it. Oh, there's so many stories I could tell you from that. But anyway, I might do a channel someday, a whole channel on just leadership and camps and stuff, but that's not for me. That'll be too much like work. It's just kind of like some of the stuff. It's like, I don't want it to be work. I just want it to be fun. Anyway, so it was funny because I had the oldest kids, I thought, and then they said, you have to do Vespers. Well, I didn't know what a Vesper was. Do you all know what a Vesper is? Anyway, I got to take a drink of water. So I'm almost done, you guys. I'll get back to the reviewing. So this is going to be a long one. I'm making it for all these short ones. So people who don't like me talking too much, you just look at the timestamps, and I'll put it on I'll pin it on comments just for you. Anyway, so what I came up with is I was like, I don't know what a Vesper is. I don't know how to do it. So I told the oldest kids, I said, you're the oldest group, so you're going to be in charge of Vespers. I'm going to give, 1 or 2 of you will be in charge, and the others will have other things to say in it. So they led it, and I learned how to do Vespers. Wasn't that great? So I learned how, and I learned all about it. It was beautiful. It was sweet. I love that camp. It's a beautiful camp. Beautiful. Sebago Lake is beautiful. And the people, Salvation Army people are top notch, the best. I just love them. And, I think they're colonels now, but they were Captain DeMichael and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. DeMichael. They were wonderful. They just welcomed me with open arms. Captain Connie DeMichael had said to me, she said, we got your application on April Fool's and we wondered if it was a joke. I was like, oh, that just kind of happened, I guess. I said, no, it was no joke. I think I even sent my 8x10 from theater. What a weirdo I am. I think I did because that's why she thought it was a joke. I'm not sure. But anyway, so yeah, I had a wonderful summer. I came back the next year and I was the pioneering nature director. I had a little nature hut I set all up, started a whole pioneering unit out in the woods. Oh, it was a wonderful summer. I loved it. The kids would come for an overnight and we'd do all the stuff, collecting wood, making fires and all that stuff, cooking and stuff outside. Loved it. And then the next year, the next year was hard on me. I got there early to do all the programs. I was going to be the program director. Got there early to do all the programs, and then they moved the officers. They moved the people in the camp directors. They moved them at the last minute, and they had to move. And I had a different camp director, and he had a whole different philosophy. Now, he was a nice man. He was a friendly man. He had a whole different way of looking at things. I had all these programs for every week of the summer done, printed, everything. And he said, let's throw all those away. We're going to start all over. I was like, I came a month early to get all that done. Anyway, everyone's got a different way of doing things, and it's just kind of like appreciating that. So that was a struggle for me, and I found other challenges for myself, but other people really helped me out. I mean, I can't think of one person that wasn't nice, kind, and friendly and sweet. And so if you see those people ringing the bells at Christmas time, and those are volunteers usually, and if they're officers, I tell you, they are the creme de la creme. They're good people. I could go on and on and on about that. But, oh yes, such good people. And then I found the Shaft Stalls, and Major Shaft Stall was wonderful, man. He's passed away now. Oh, and his wife. You know how certain people just influence your life so much? I tell you, I've been very blessed with the people that have entered my life. Anyway, I have gone way on. This is going to be so long. Okay, I better move on. Move on, Barbara. Okay, the Oatmeal Chocolate Chip. This is another warm cookie. I don't know if it's warm now. It's a little warm. It's not hot. Okay, here's the Oatmeal Chocolate Chip cookie. It is a thick oatmeal cinnamon cookie filled with layers of melty milk chocolate chips. So it's got layers of chocolate chip in there. Let's break it in half and see what we see. See if they're telling us the truth, people. Ooh. Well, there's a chocolate. This one doesn't have. It just depends on where you open it. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited. Thick oatmeal cinnamon cookie. Well, I was just saying earlier that I like the oatmeal in a cookie. So this one I would hope that I like. Let me take a bite, right? Mmm. Mmm. It's exactly what they say. And this is not an unusual cookie, obviously, but it does have a little unusualness to it. And I say that because it's got a lot of cinnamon in it. I feel like that cookie should have been in the maple. So you have the maple, the cinnamon, the brown sugar, and the maple. I kind of feel like things are fighting each other a little bit. It's fun. It's almost a little too much cinnamon for this cookie. I'm sorry, but I'm just telling you what I think. I like it. You're going to like it. I mean, there's not a cookie. I don't think there's ever been a cookie at Crumbl that you wouldn't like. I mean, but I don't know if the milk chocolates work with this. Oh, look at all that chocolate chip. Ooh. So, what you're really eating, I think, is really, what you're really eating is like a cinnamon milk chocolate. It's interesting. I think it's a 7.5 or an 8. And again, this rating is from 1 to 10. And in my descriptions, I explain my ratings. 1 is you're going to get sick and throw up, never want to see it again, never want to hear about it, never want to go there. And 10 is you can't stop thinking about it. You got to go back and get another one, or you want to. Anyway, oh, this is a chocolatey week. But then they have the maple, which is wonderful. Oh, next one, we're going to do the fruit pizza. This is a cold one, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to move on because I know I'm taking up your time, your precious time, and you're like, oh, now I'm guessing this is a sugar cookie. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Oh, you guys, now forgive me if this falls or anything. Look at that pretty cookie. Oh, it says a cream cheese cookie topped with tart lemony frosting and a spread of assorted fresh fruit. What an idea. Oh, now, I can't crack this one open. I'm going to go over here. Oh, it's just crumbly, hence the name. Okay, I'll take a bite with this. So this is a cream cheese cookie topped with a lemony frosting. Okay, I'm going to take a bite right by the blueberry. Oh, you all. Oh. If you're going to get one cookie this week, you all, get this one. Ooh. Ooh. This is a good cookie. Oh, I would have never dreamed it. I mean, it looks pretty. I get this one. Get it for your boss. Get it for your wife. Get it for your husband. You know, they've come home from a long day. Just get this cookie in a nice little single box, and get a big box for your kids. But get this one and just say, and put it on their pillow, or the next morning for breakfast, or leave it in their car, or put it, if you make a lunch for your husband or wife, just, okay, or partner, whatever. This is magic. This is the winner cookie dinner. This is, oh, I don't even want to break it down. The icing, they say a tart lemony frosting. I don't really taste that. It tastes a little cream cheesy. But it's perfect. I don't know what it is, but it's perfect. The cookie's kind of a sugar cookie, but I can see how it's a cream cheese cookie. Yeah. This, I don't even want to break this down. This is divine. It's at least a 10, 11. I say it's 11. It's a beautiful cookie. It's a 10, 10. This is hitting the rockets. This rocket is taking off. I don't even want to ruin this cookie. It's so pretty. I want Penny to see that. And I take them home so she can taste them too. There's only 1 week where she didn't feel like tasting them. She wasn't feeling well. I'm sorry. I'm looking for more handy wipes. You know what? I think I told you this before. During COVID, I got all these handy wipes, and what I did is I went to Dollar Tree. And the containers, when I used a handy wipe, I just got the Dollar Tree little wipes, and then I sprayed Lysol in them. And I still have some because I just kept reusing the containers. This is my last one, actually. Anyway, because, you know, spending $3 and $5 on handy wipes was too much for me. But I could spend $1 and get, what was it, 50 or 100 wipes in the thing? Can't remember. They're thinner, but I don't care. Okay. Wonderful. I love the fruit pizza cookie. I really do. Oh, that is a classy, nice cookie. I think a kid would probably fall apart on the floor. Don't you know, a little one. But you know, for that's a nice cookie. I'm telling you. If you wanted to just do a really beautiful display, get a bunch of those cookies. I don't know how they would do it in the small cookie. I didn't look. I should have looked. I mean, I looked, but it didn't compute. But I would think they probably do just one kind of fruit on each little cookie. But oh, what a pretty display. That would be nice even for a wedding. I'm serious, Purious. I really am. Okay, we're at the last one. Chocolate Mallow Cupcake. This is another served chilled. Ooh, this is a pretty fun cookie. It almost looks like a football. But it's really like the Hostess cupcakes, twirly whirly. I don't know. That's what it kind of looks like. Ooh, it's a cold cookie. Oh, this is a party cookie. This is a fun cookie. Oh, this is a sturdy cookie too. You can actually like hold it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny that you got to say that. I mean, a lot of them you could hold, but you got to be really careful. This one you can hold. It's got some substance to it. We'll find out what it's about, okay? Here, let me show it to you. Ooh, ain't that pretty? Yes, it's a chocolate mallow cupcake, a delicious chocolate cake cookie, topped with layers of fluffy marshmallow whipped cream, ooh, and gooey chocolate glaze, ooh, pretty, and decorative white loops. Well, this is all kinds of fun. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. I hope this is good. Crumbl, I want to come out with a bang. This is a fun week, you all. Excuse me. This top I got the other day, it was on sale. It was really cheap. But it keeps going down lower, lower. Anyway. Okay. I'm too excited. Oh, you all. Okay, here, I'm going to go. See, I should back up. You guys must be sick of my face. Anyway, I hope not. We all have the faces we were given. Well, that's not true. Some people change their face. Okay, let's stop. Okay, I'm going to take a bite, right? Oh, I'm excited. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, let me tell you what just happened. When you first take the bite, it tastes just like one of those Hostess cupcakes. Because of this icing that's fluffy. It's really true. It's a marshmallowy, fluffy, very fluffy icing. It's wonderful icing. And then you get a little hint of artificial. I don't know why. I'm going to examine it. And then the cookie, you go, okay, it's just kind of plain. Then all of a sudden you get hit with a big pound of chocolate. So it's really fun. Oh, kids are going to love this cookie. Chocolate lovers are going to like it too. I don't know, I hate to break it open because it's such a pretty cookie, but I'm trying to get to the center part where the chocolate glaze is. Come here, little babies. Let Barbara taste you. Let me taste you. Oh, that chocolate glaze is good. I'm sorry that light's hitting you. That's why I keep moving over here. Don't come and get me, light. Sunlight. Oh, it's a sunny day. Ooh, got a weird zing from the icing. The chocolate. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those. Did you ever those? You come outside, and today it was so quiet in our neighborhood. Well, we live on this road, really not a neighborhood, and it was so quiet and pristine, and the sky was so blue, and it was just it wasn't too hot, but it wasn't too sticky. It was just one of those beautiful mornings. Anyway, let me take another bite, right? It does taste like one of those Hostess cupcakes. A chocolate mallow cupcake. I think of mallow are those chocolate mallow cups, you know? They were like this, like two, like, you know how Reese's has two of those little Reese's cups in a container, in a package? Mallow cups used to have that. 1, 2. They're still around. They're old-fashioned. There was a lot of them out there in the 60s. You could collect a cardboard coin of money, and you collect those coins, and you could get different toys. My oldest brother, he was so good at that. He would save stacks of those cardboard coins, and then he would turn them in for different things. He'd have a list of how many he had, and he would compute it and all that stuff. I only know that because one day when he was older, it was when I went in his room and I saw his little computations on how much money he had from the mallow cups. sorry, but that's the only time I ever really looked anywhere. I was curious what he was up to. Anyway, oh, I don't know what to say about this, you all. It does taste like, it's just that I'm tasting a little hint of artificial somewhere. This is really fun. I just tasted some little chocolate chips in there too. Now maybe I'm losing my mind, or maybe it's cocoa, I don't know. But okay, that's just all kinds of fun. It gives you that cupcake taste, the chocolate cupcake taste. Excuse me. Nice little mallow. Marshmallow toasted chocolate. Very, very chocolatey. If you don't like chocolate, you're not going to like this cookie. But if you like chocolate, ooh, it's very rich. Very good. I give it it's an 8 week, isn't it? Could be a 9. Some people say it's a 10. I kind of want to give it an 8.5, and I don't, because there's something's not quite. I don't want to take another bite, but I feel like I have to compute it right. It's fun. Maybe a 9, 8.5, 9. Well, let me just tell you, it's a fun week. Number 1 for me is the fruit pizza, hands down. Classy looking, interesting flavors. something that you're not going to get anywhere else. It's almost like a tart, but it's not. It's a really nice cookie. That's a pretty cookie. Don't go wrong with that cookie. And then we had some, I think, eight and a halves, and that's that chocolate crumb cake featuring Oreo. That's an excellent cookie. It's just that the icing is more cream cheesy. Maple glaze. If you like brown sugar and maple, you're gonna love it. The cookie isn't that strong, but it's good. Oatmeal chocolate chip, another good cookie, but it's got like cinnamon. It's like cinnamon and milk chocolate together, which is interesting taste. And then the chocolate mallow cup got a real hit of chocolate on that baby. I tell you what. But all kinds of fun this week. I hope you're all well. And if you're not, hang in there. Tides do turn. You remember the constant in life is change. So, you know, sometimes when I've had a really down time in my life, I just try to find something that's living to stare at. They say if you have something living in your house and you're going through struggles or depression, it helps. So, you know, get yourself a plant or tell somebody, can you bring me a plant? But just to, you know, see something living next to you. Anyway, I'm all over the place, but I just hope you have a good week. And if the cookie crumbles, you hang in there. Try to just find some good in the world. And I know, don't watch, you know, watching the news all the time is going to get you down. The world's upside down and topsy-turvy. But I really believe as a race, we, you know, the human race, we all want to stay on this planet, so we're going to figure this thing out, okay? You all take good care of yourselves. Be nice to everybody and give them a smile. It doesn't cost you anything, okay? Listen, I'm talking way too much. I so appreciate you guys watching this. You have a great week, and till the next time, bye-bye now.